You are the CEO of $1 million dance studio, and you need to do whatever it takes to get it there. And that's, that's what CEOs do. So I just really want you to be, again, open that it is all going to work out, and that some of those classes, some of how you picture those classes running at the moment may be a little different. It's okay. I seriously promise. The other thing is to really think that, and this is some backwards thinking, is that we want our students to progress, obviously, but there is something to holding them back just a little bit. Okay? Because if we hold them back just a little bit, they're still hungry to keep going. And this can help with the retention and the build and keeping it full. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. No? Yes? Okay, thank you. So just have a moment and a deep breath of just flipping your whole belief system on how the studio should run. Okay, really. It will help you in the long run, and you'll be able to divide out and get back to your perfectionist and where you want them to go. But we need to fill it before we can get to that point. So let me just, for your preschool age, how are you feeling about teaching this age?
I love it.
You're good. Amazing. Then, if you would like any help, any ideas with syllabus, with how to, set these programs up, actually, I'll just throw this in there for you. The more of this age that you can get on your schedule, like I mentioned, the better. So there's some different ways that you can do that. And that is to have, obviously, different classes for them. So you can have your combo class. I would also encourage you to look at doing a baby hip hop. We call it Funky Feet. And I know I dug my heels in with this. I did not want to do this because, for my own belief system, I was like, I like to keep my little guys little for as humanly possible, right? Like we get thrown into all this stuff, and I was like, oh. But there are some great syllabus out there for this age, and it is, dealing with when you do have staff and teachers on how to teach this. This isn't a, one of those. This is, the basics of actually what hip hop is. This class can go on the schedule, and then I would also encourage you to have a branded class or a straight ballet class, right? And when I first started experimenting with this years ago, I was scared we were going to be competing with each other, right? Like, oh, well, there's preschool, but there's ballet. Are we going to be splitting our audience kind of thing? But that didn't happen. There are the students that want to come in and do ballet. Great. There are the students, right? But if you have kind of this combination of, hey, they can do ballet and they can do the combo, then you're going to pull more. And I would also encourage you not to do all of your classes in combos. Have one. That's it.
Yeah.
So that we pull them into into other areas. Okay. And that one really, Jessica, your teachers are already there, so that's great. There's going to be a conversation that needs to happen with them, right? That we're going to try, this new way of doing things, and this is roles, this is expectations. So when it comes to staff, I'm all about being very honest. Like really honest. Like, hey, our numbers aren't where they should be. We're struggling. We're going to try some new things to be able to build up, and here's where I need your help. Like flat out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And I think they'll be on board for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So those are kind of the big things. Now, you guys, I know that, right, you've started, your schedule is already there, but as we also know, it's not full. So now is a good time again, sit down, have a look at what the schedule looks like, where you have things, how you can rearrange. I'm not saying, hey, let's flip a Tuesday to a Wednesday. No. But if there's some holes in there, if there's some ways that we can add some other classes back in so that we're able to have a new influx and be able to establish those, November 1 starts, then I really want you to look at that and how that could happen.